Hey everyone, Happy New Year. It is Thursday, January 2nd at 11 a.m. Eastern, the first trading day of the year for the New York Stock Exchange. And I wanted to go through a bunch of key markets. Crypto's doing great right now, but I want everyone to use it. Not get too excited yet. We still have time for making any new decisions because we're still recovering from a sell-off from mid-December. But anyway, quickly go through some of these larger markets, and then we'll look at some individual alts. So we're looking at the S&P 500, which is one of the best gauges for us on overall market moves, even for crypto as well. So we've been in an uptrend for a while until December 20th when this first sell-off was. This was the nastiest sell-off, oh wow, I mean single day candle in a long time, which first kind of made some red flags pop up that we have to start paying attention to things. So let's zoom in here. Yeah, let's look at here's a 4 hour chart. So here was a sell-off, nice bounce back up, and this was actually pretty surprising how well we bounced back up. However, now we're kind of in a downtrend, a short-term downtrend or low time frame. Not confirming any reversal of saying that, hey, this is the top and we're rolling over, but it's definitely something to pay attention. So for the moment, like I said, this is the beginning, the first day of the trading year, actually the first couple hours. There's no reason to jump into any new trades because we need to gauge and understand which way the market's going for Q1, at least to start. A lot of variables coming up, obviously, within January and Q1 overall. But for the most part, I'm not interested in anything until the S&P 500 can reclaim 6,000 and break this downtrend and start doing something like that. If not, alternatively, we'd be looking for some type of move down into one of these lower regions. If it's here, which would be pretty nasty, but hey, it's definitely possible. Or maybe a lower time frame sweep within here. But for the moment, like I said, just holding. NASDAQ, similar story. It actually looks a little better just based on this overall structure up top, but still have to assume continuation that this falls. DXY, this is the strength of the dollar. The strength of the dollar is very strong. Something we have to keep our eyes on. This is the first time, we're clearly out of this range now. We've covered this range for a while. It's been 2.5 years. We poked out of it and was really looking forward to fall back in to the zone for the weakening of the dollar, but it is very strong. And this is also to a function of the more dovish tone from the Fed of looking to take only 2 rate cuts versus the 5 initially planned. There's some other factors in here as well, but that's just the main one itself. We'll skip over the dollar US, actually, no, the USTD dominance. This is the tether dominance. It's actually playing out pretty well to the squiggle I drew back in November. This act operates very similar to the Dixie, the DXY. It's primarily for crypto. So this is the ratio of how many dollars are in stablecoin Tether versus the entire crypto market. So at the moment, this looks all right, actually. I mean, I think this actually could pop back up here and follow this trend or the squiggle. If that's the case, then crypto may see a little bath still, another 10, 15% drop, not everywhere. And then this would be kind of a trigger for game on for alts. VIX, keeping an eye on. Did have some move last week, but I don't care about it right now. US 30 will pass. Total crypto is an interesting view. We are bouncing, I mean, right at the $3 trillion level. So $3 trillion was the high from 2021 bull market. And this pullback, we are retesting it. I could argue bouncing is a stretch. So we still need some confirmation that this is going to give us another move up, but we still have to be cautious because crypto is going to follow the stock market, whether we like it or not. Others is a new ticker I was not aware existed, which is the entire crypto market minus the top 10, which is a nice view. And similar to a bunch of other alts, which we'll look at in a minute, is it's just trying to break this downtrend and flip the key area, the key level that was lost back in December, right here. This was a break here. So we're trying to get back above that level, and this look here is like a $375 billion level, which is crazy now that I talk out loud because the AI market as a whole, I'm pretty sure is like I want to say, never mind. I think it's about $18 billion, and meme coins are, last time I checked, was around 75 billion, which is it's a large amount of this total cap here. But it's just a thing to keep in mind when looking for overarching narratives and trends. So others still just waiting, but we have to wait for a flip here. There's no rush. On peek at oil really quick, oil popped out today to me. I noticed. Not that I'm going to do anything with it, but oil has been trading sideways since October, and it looks like right now it's looking to make a move. Although my orange squiggle here is looking for a rejection to come down, but the alternative path is that it breaks through the 74 resistance and then flips this downtrend, and then starts moving up. But still something to watch. This is a 3-day chart, so we probably have a couple days still, or early next week, until we can see where that goes. Gold. Gold is interesting. I actually thought gold was going to pull back further. This is a weird structure up here. Still could possibly see something like this. I'll just move this over here, like here. That would be a nice, if you're looking to get long on gold, somewhere between 2,400, 2,500 bucks if this does pull back. At the moment, if this breaks this downtrend and starts continuation up, this could move pretty quickly. Same with silver. Silver also, although had a pretty harder pullback, looks to be in an area where I'd want it to bounce. All right, let's just do crypto. I'm gonna start with Ethereum, and I'll tell you why. So disregard my percentages and squiggles here for the moment. Ethereum took this major dive right in December. This was a 25% pullback. These lows here, so I'm calling out these lows, this blue line, 3109, I believe still is going to be revisited, meaning that price is going to at least come back down there at some point. And this is why I'm telling everyone not to get excited, because we have seen some strength the last 24 hours from crypto. These are 12-hour candles right now. Is that price has been going sideways after that bounce. And to me, if I was a market maker, I would want to move this price down here to take out these lows, also would take out these lows. And this area of interest would be very attractive to me. It's a 30-25 area to 20-70-50. That to me is a good scenario. These are my little probabilities of my squiggles when I was drawing yesterday on the charts of the probability of them happening. Really still looking for this move down here. Like, I'm not convinced that that crypto can hold here. And the reason I started with Ethereum was because Bitcoin has already tapped into these lows from the 20th of December. All right, here it is. Here's the move down. And then here's the second move down, where this candle on the 22nd, highlighted with this red arrow, has taken out these lows. And when I say taken out, it has anyone who had caught that position there and had a stop loss that was set there once it bounced has now been taken out. So I'm, if anything, more confident that Bitcoin can at least flip some of these key levels and maybe start trading sideways. But it's still very early in the year. Would not be surprised if the Bitcoin came back down to the high 80s. Ideally, if we want more upside longer term, or at least for the first couple quarters here in the year, I think we need to revisit these or pull back to here at least at some point. So the sooner the better, in my opinion, but we'll see where this goes. If Bitcoin can flip 72, 78 and trade sideways for a bit, and alt can kind of, hold on, then maybe we start looking at possible some setups. Solana, very strong out of the gate here, but I'm not convinced yet. Trying to keep my bias in check, but for Solana to be more convincing that it wants to stay above this level, price needs to be accepted of $220, which may look like something like this, like that, which still could take, a couple weeks. So I'm at the moment, I have to assume this may pull back at least here, which would be another scenario. But I still think Solana's gonna do something like this to take out these lows. Same lows from the 20th you were talking about for Ethereum. You can almost take any single alt and just go to the 4-hour or 12-hour chart and mark this candle. That's the price point that you want to wait for to look for an entry once price moves below that. But we still have some time. It's very early. It's the first, like I said, the first day of the trading week, or the first day of the trading, week this year. And realistically, that's the more we get some guidance from the S&P 500 and the broader markets, the easier it is to get a feel for where crypto goes next. I'm going to plan on making these once a week, probably Monday morning after the stock market's been open for a couple hours, which gives us a look for the week. But obviously, I'll be streaming every morning, covering the markets more real time. But we'll stop here for now. Thank you. And there's no rush. We got time. Have a good one.